Hi there, Aquarius. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you had a terrific December and holiday. Welcome to the new year, 2017 here. Let's see what's going on for your January 2017 general reading, and this is going to pertain mostly to the first 2 weeks or so of the month, and then I will be back soon with a mid-month reading, hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so. Okay. Let me just shuffle a little more here, and okay. So we're going to be doing the Celtic cross, same layout as last time, with your deep past card right here. Following that is your recent past. Following that is your current state. Following your current state is your advice card. Following your advice card is your near future, followed by your hopes and or your fears. At the very end here, we're going to have your final outcome crowned with 3 cards, one being the energy that you really stepped into that helped lead you to your current state. Followed by that is going to be the environmental energy that surrounds you as you move forward through the month. And the last crowning card right here in the corner is going to be the energetic pathway that you're moving towards. I like to look at that card as sort of the path that you're moving along given these other energies at play. Okay? I'm getting the sense of something being fine-tuned. Something that is under very close inspection. Something that you're really kind of analyzing and looking at. Okay, here we go. Deep past, recent past, current state, advice card, near future, hopes and or fears, final outcome, the energy that you stepped into that helped lead you to your current state. This is the environmental energies card. This is the energetic pathway that you're moving towards. I don't know why I pulled that, but let's go with it. We're not supposed to have an extra card there, but hey. And this is the theme of the reading, okay? So another sign got this card. Actually, I think a few signs got this card. This is the 5 of Cups in reverse, okay? And it's right above this 2 of Pentacles here, okay? So just looking at these 2 cards, right? There is this sort of oscillation effect between your groundedness, your stability, your financial outlook, right? Even your career and your emotional satisfaction. Okay, I'm seeing those 2, and this I pulled out as well. I'm seeing those 2 as really tied in together, okay, with whatever this pertains to. And you have a lot of Cups cards here, so there is something very emotional, right, that is, and you have the Father of Cups and you have the Mother of Cups. I think even in your December reading, right, you had a lot of nurturing energy, something that you cared deeply about, that you wanted to bring to fruition. And so here is that energy yet again, right? And these 2 are very much a pair. The Father of Cups, the Mother of Cups. They're working in tandem, and their energy really cycles together beautifully, right? So this is emotional stability. This is just being really happy emotionally, right? The master of your domain in a way. So this is the sort of foundation, let's say, right, as I'm reading it, of this reading. Then let's take a look quickly at the elements here at play. You have a lot of pentacles going on, right? So something financial, something in regards to your finances, in regards to your career, and I do believe that last month you also had significance laid also on the pentacles theme. Okay, so something that's having to do with finances. Father of Swords is in your current state. Okay, so let's review quickly the elements in totality that we're working with. So you have significant sword energy. Okay, you have 4 swords cards. You then have 3 pentacles cards. Okay, you have 1 major arcana, the Hierophant, and you have 1 wands card. Okay. 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 When we look at this reversed 5 of Cups, right, I'm seeing this as almost not focusing, right, on any kind of emotional dissatisfaction, instead trying to really harness the equilibrium of whatever you're trying to bring about in the tangible world. Okay? Trying to secure a groundedness, not letting your emotions in a petty way get the best of you, right? Not letting it bring you down. And right below that 2 of Pentacles, you have the Chariot, Major Arcana, a very empowering, strengthening card, right? A card of going for it, right? Look at the contrast between these 2 cards. They're both horses, right? One is looking down, the other is looking head up and really making movement forward, okay? So there's this element of, movement. Now, with the prominence of swords cards here, there is, right, undoubtedly an analytical aspect, a pensive aspect, okay, maybe even a combative aspect to whatever it is that you're dealing with. Okay, you have the Father of Swords in your current state, so this is a very strong, stable expression of the Swords energy, which is air, which is communication, which is the logical mind, which is the analytical mind, right? And that could be sort of what you are closely, fine-tunedly looking at and trying to perhaps decipher, okay? And flying right into this position was the Son of Swords, okay? This was the energy that you really stepped into, okay? So this is a decision of some sort, right? An impulse to go for something in some sort of way, but in a mature way, right? You're going from 2 very mature cards, 2 very emotionally mature cards, 2 cards that are have more to do with the sensitive side of us and our emotional satisfactions, right? And then you step into this newer suit, right, of more of the mind's intellectual workings. Well, this is intuition, this is the mind, okay? So you're going from water energy to air energy. So beginning the thinking process in a swift way, right? But one with immense focus, immense precision, and dedication. And that really led you to even a greater, I think, understanding, right? As the air element matures, going from a son to a father, of Swords, you see this analysis really strengthening and developing even more, okay? So looking at something, perhaps even finding the clarity that you needed with whatever it is that you're looking at. And with this 10 of Wands, right, I'm really seeing this as 10 is a completion, right? 10 is a completing number. It's the finality of our efforts towards a project of some sort, right? So I'm seeing it really as searching for answers in some sort of way for something, and now doing something about it in a way that concludes whatever it was that you were trying to bring about or learn about in some sort of way, okay, or trying to think about. So I'm seeing intense efforts, right, of the mind, and wands are signifiers of doing, right? It's the fire element, it's the action, it's the change, it's the passion, it's the devotion, it's the get up and go, right? The drive. So 10, culminating efforts in your advice position, is kind of to close up whatever it is that you have been focused on, right? And it seems that you're ready to do that with the Father of Swords. That's the highest suit of the sword element, right? The most matured intellectual energy. So you've kind of accomplished an aspect of it, it seems, right? Really focusing on the finer details in the project that you're working on. And so now it's time to bring those efforts to a close, right? The time has come to bring them to a close. And what's interesting is you have another 10. Okay, so there is an element, it seems, of closure. Okay, even with these two cards, right? This is closure. They're looking at each other. They are the complements to one each other. One another. Sorry, that sounded a little weird. Yeah, so there is closure. There is completeness that's taking place, it seems, right? And especially so also with this 9 of Pentacles, right? Almost reaching the end, almost reaching the completion of something that you've been so dedicated to, all right? So you have a 10 of Wands, you have a 10 of Swords in reverse, which is great, okay? And I'm seeing this, right? This 10 of Swords as sort of the middle energy between these two, right? What was going on between this Son of Swords and the Father of Swords is this 10 of Swords sort of energy. So much thought, analytical thought, focus on whatever it is, painstakingly focused on the details of something. And that's now coming to an end as well, right? As you bring your inspection to a close, you also wrap up the sort of I want to say ramifications, but not really ramifications, kind of the energy that comes along with so much painstaking energy and detail that you've put towards the analysis, okay, of this subject. Now, in your hopes and your fears, you have this 4 of Pentacles, right? And I see this 4 of Pentacles as sort of the laying of a foundation of a venture, right? It's the beginning stage in a way. It's the 4. It's trying to form stability in some sort of way. Really speaking to this 2 of Pentacles, right? The harmony, the balance. But there is somewhat of a chaos, a confusion to this card, right? You have these 4 of Pentacles, but it's not entirely symmetrical, right? It's kind of like different colors of lines, and there's crisscrossing going on. It's not as harmonious as the 2. There's more clarity with this 2 of Pentacles. So perhaps you are concerned about needing to relay the foundation of something that you have done, right? Perhaps you are fearing, right? I think definitely your aim is to focus on achieving this harmony and this balance in a very clear way, right? One that's not muddled by emotions, one that is just moving forward, right? But when you have the Four of Pentacles, it's as if things are getting complicated, right? The 2 is going to a 4, right? There's more to be looked at. It's a little messy, right? It's a little complicated in a way. There's more work to be done in laying the foundation. Perhaps you're concerned about that, right? Okay, going on to your final outcome. You have the 9 of Pentacles, which is great because I think it is sort of speaking to the progress that's being made, right? And rather quickly, it seems. Rather quickly. Okay, it seems that a turnaround is definitely going to be made in terms of that. All right, and I'm reading this card as this one that popped out, or that I pulled just intuitively without really realizing that we were done with the spread here. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. These pentacles are sort of leading down to this card here, right? So, and also leading diagonally right into the 4 of Pentacles, okay? So this 7 of Pentacles really speaks to, right, when you're looking at it right side up, really speaks to the painstaking, almost monotonous work, right? Strategic, day-to-day, day in, day out work that's done, okay? Just even looking at the geometry, right, of the lines on this card, okay, the proportions, it's so methodical, right? And when it's in reverse, it's like I'm reading it as the work that you've done, right? The work that you've put in so painstakingly is going to lead to this 9 of Pentacles, to the growth, to the development. Okay? That's one way it can be read. Before I get to the rest of this, once I get to the rest of the spread, we'll relook at it. But it could also be speaking to this 4 of Pentacles, right? You could be concerned that in relaying this foundation, what you've worked towards is sort of upturned and that you'll have to restart. But like feeling that it might go to waste, the work that you've done might go to waste. That's the sort of idea perhaps that this could be speaking to. Okay? But you do have the 9 of Pentacles, right? The close to completion of your hard work. These pentacles are contained. They're saved, right? They're not just upturned, right? They're actually collected. You've collected them, and they're now in color. They're no longer in the process of creation. They're now in color, right? For harvest and collection. Okay? So it seems that this is not much to worry about, right? If it's in terms of how we read it in that way. In your environment position, you have the Hierophant, okay? This is an incredibly wise archetype, the Hierophant. He has the key of wisdom, or she has the key of wisdom, right? He's calling out, she's calling out to someone or something, right? With words of wisdom, almost even like a forewarning of some sort, okay? Calling out, okay? And I'm seeing this lightning bolt in the background, kind of as like a, you know, the lightning before the storm sort of thing. So perhaps someone in your midst, someone around you in your environment could be warning you of something, could be trying to call out to you about something, giving you some form of advice, right? And this Hierophant is looking over at the Son of Swords. Okay, and it's almost as if, I mean, the Son of Swords is like so focused on the direction that he's flying in. He's like going for it, right? But this Hierophant is just perched, and it's as if he knows something, right? That maybe the Son of Swords doesn't. And so he's trying to beckon him, right, to listen. And so these are both birds, right? And these are both swords, sandwiching this Hierophant. So the Hierophant maybe is giving a forewarning to perhaps a situation let me just tune in here for a moment. So I see this, okay. This could be someone, right, very wise, who is urging you, right, rerouting you, right? Maybe you were going to fly in this sort of direction towards something that would bring you a form of, a feeling of heartbreak or a difficult situation, one that really just drains you, okay? And someone is giving you advice about how to handle that situation, how to route that situation, okay? Someone is standing in between you and a certain, perhaps, situation and helping you avoid it, maybe fly away from it, okay? Telling you not to go in that direction, okay? So maintain vigilance in your environment, it seems, and it seems you're flying in this direction. So, I mean, you're not going in the direction of this, which is good. The Three of Swords, which is good, right? You're not flying in this direction, and you are the Father of Swords, right? It's like you're not going to be bothered with this sort of emotional distraction from achieving this balance and harmony. And we also got that with this Five of Cups in reverse, right? So these two cards, this is in reverse, this is upright, this is what's in the middle, centered. You are centered, you are focused, okay? And you are flying away from whatever situation is going to distract you from what your real goal is, right? Achieving this harmony and balance. Okay, so your environment could be supportive, perhaps, of that. But it could be also advice. So just keep your ears open, maybe, and listen, tune in for any sense of direction or guidance that someone gives you. And yeah, but it seems like you are the Father of Swords, right? The Three of Swords is like more petty, so you are rather mature, right? You're mature, focused, determined, not giving into this, flying in the opposite direction, and heeding wise advice, as it seems. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. And thank you so much for your comments last month. They were lovely. I read all of them, each and every one of them, and I appreciate your words. And yeah, I will be back, hopefully, let's say in 2 weeks or so, even sooner than that maybe, with the mid-month reading for January. And until then, stay tuned and have a great start to your January, Aquarius. Have a great month. Bye.